I couldn't help but notice on the injury report, it just says ankle. It no longer is plural. Carson, is that true? No longer
That's
plural?
progress. That's progress. Yeah, no doubt. Definitely the one was the main issue this whole time anyway. So, but no, they're in a pretty good place. The last couple of weeks, fortunately, nothing happened in the game, so
Okay.
they've been resting and healed up and feel pretty good.
I'm knocking on wood here on my head over here in Los Angeles. What is it like playing a National Football League game at quarterback with 2 sprained ankles, Carson Wentz? I've never heard of that before. What is that like?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a challenge. Definitely no excuse, but I knew my limitations. I'd probably never felt those limitations to that extent as far as trying to make a play and everything. But I still felt confident in my ability to drive the ball, throw the ball from the pocket. And the one a couple weeks ago, obviously, we just didn't make enough plays and left some out there. But it was definitely different knowing I wasn't going to try and extend plays or pick up first down with my legs.
No, I mean, you were spatted to the hilt, man. I mean, I'm looking at the photograph right here, and I know that that quarterbacks don't like talking about injuries because, as you just pointed out, no excuses. It kind of comes across sounding like an excuse, but you have to. With your foot that required surgery in training camp kind of got blown up on you in a new place in a new spot, which is pretty big for you. And I know that, your availability in Philadelphia was a conversation, perhaps too much for your liking. I mean, are you finally, do you think, knock on wood, finally trending in the right healthy direction for you? And you could just now take the first quarter of the season and put that in the outbox? Carson Wentz?
I mean, I really think the last couple of years, I mean, first of all, when you sign up to play football, injuries happen. Like, that's just part of the game. You just try and limit yourself from the big ones and do everything you can to set yourself up for success. And I feel like I've done that really the last couple of years. Little things here and there always happen. But, I feel confident in my ability to be healthy, to stay healthy. But I also know what I signed up for. I know what this game brings, and when you got big guys chasing after you every play, and it happens. It can happen. So I'm doing everything I can. I'm confident in my ability to be available, but I also know that you just never know.
What about your radar to know when a play's over, Carson? How are you doing on that one, Carson Wentz?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, learning that one ever since. Ever since I came into the league, and always just trying to balance the competitive edge and being disciplined, and finding that balance. So it's never perfect. There's always plays in a game where I'm like, okay, maybe could have just called that one quits, but there's always some on the other side too. It's like, I threw that one away, but I had more time and I missed that receiver or something like that. So it's always a delicate balance. Anytime you're somebody that can extend the play and likes to create big plays that way, you're always going to be towing that line.
Carson Wentz here on the Rich Eisen Show prior to Monday Night Football between the Ravens and the Colts in Week 5 that just began last night. Do you watch the Thursday night game? Were you able to take any of that in, Carson?
I did not. I don't get around to watching a ton of football now with family and a family that's growing. When you're at home, it's often family time and those sorts of things. So
how old are they?
We got about 18-month-old and another one coming here in about a month or so. So definitely changes your family time a little bit.
You mean Daddy doesn't get to put the TV on? Is that what you're saying, Carson?
Hey, we still watch TV. It just it looks a little different, and then quality time with the family is just not always just watching Thursday Night Football.
Okay, so it's more Elmo than Russell Wilson. Is that what you're saying in the Carson Wentz?
We try not to turn the TV on too much.
Okay, all right,
for the little ones, but every now and then we all need a break, so we'll find some cartoon movie or something fun to watch.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.